Well, this one I know is going to be good. I think everybody can agree that Royal Rumble 2001 might be the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. For me, it's kind of a tie between 2001 and 1992. I love both of them equally and in different ways, but this one is so good. One of my favorite WWE pay-per-views of all time. And I cannot believe we have not gotten to it yet. I think the reason we haven't gotten to it yet is because 5 or 6 years ago, I did a small primitive watch-along way back in my old apartment that was a recorded upload only of the Royal Rumble match. And I think because that video existed, I was holding off on watching this pay-per-view with you guys. But I think it's now time, since we've been doing watch-alongs now 3 or 4 years, whatever it's been, it is time to finally bust out the entire Royal Rumble 2001 pay-per-view. This thing is loaded, man. It's got Kurt Angle and, I'm going by memory here, Kurt Angle and Triple H, and a great ladder match between Benoit and Jericho. I'm sure there's some tag team stuff on here. I don't remember what. And the Royal Rumble match itself was loaded with fun, despite having Honky Tonk Man and Drew, what's his name? Drew Carey. I would just put up a tweet about Drew Barrymore like half an hour ago. Drew Carey and pretty star-studded, Rumble as well, with the great performance from Kane and, of course, Austin winning in dramatic fashion. A lot of fun this pay-per-view is, from what I remember, and I remember watching it live. So welcome, happy Sunday night, and glad you guys are here for another watch-along. I'm slightly under the weather. I think I have COVID. Elizabeth had it all week, and I was feeling fine all week up until last night. It's one of those things where you can kind of just tell, but it's not crippling. It's just a little bit annoying with my head. I just feel like I've got it, but it's not going to stop me from having a cold beverage and hanging out with you guys and watching some wrestling tonight, because it's my night off and I'm not going to miss this no matter what. So we are here to watch Royal Rumble 2001. Welcome everyone. I'll do some shout outs real quick. While I'm doing that, head on over to Peacock and you're going to want to find Royal Rumble Season 14, Episode 1. We have a 2-hour, 50-minute, and 13-second runtime on this, according to Peacock. So as usual, just a couple minutes, we'll all hit play together. That timer right there will begin to run, and we will start watching this pay-per-view together. It's good to see Zane G and Mike Rouse. I did see Mike, the Juliet, hooked you up with a channel membership, so welcome to the family. Gilbert Arbalo is here, so is Brandon McNeil, and George Morris has his token $5. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito and Elizabeth? Armageddon 2001. Armageddon 2001 doesn't exist. It's vengeance. Remember 9/11? 10 out of 10. How about next week, 2007 watch along? Do you have Royal Rumble Anthology? No, I don't have. The only box set I have is that WrestleMania one that came out in like 2005 that had the first 21 WrestleManias. It was weird. The box set had 20 discs, and then WrestleMania 21 was like stuck up in the top ceiling of the case up there. It was just such a bizarre setup. But no, I don't have the anthology, but we could watch, if you just typed Armageddon instead of Royal Rumble, that's all you did there, and you're referring to Royal Rumble 2007, that's a good one, because I have reviewed that show, and that's got that John Cena and Umaga match on it, which is really good. We're probably going to get around to 07. That's already been on my list this month. And then I'll figure out how we'll round out the month of January. We're going to stick in a TNA pay-per-view as well this month. Good to see Ray Frand, Wilbert Reed, Noah Heiss, Jay Lambo. I said hi in here because before we went live, I forgot to not have myself on camera. So right when I went live, you got like 2 seconds of my face before I went into the countdown. So I was just saying hello to you guys. Rodrigo is here as well. So is Daniel Clark and the Juliet. Yes, rest in peace, Scroll. This is the 3rd week that the Scroll has been dead. I finally decided to retire it because I was getting tired of it. And I just wanted a different setup screen as we were rolling into our watch-alongs. We Are Pro Wrestling is here. Might have some questions for you, but I think I got this one covered. Ryan Adams, good to see you as well. Just Smitty is in the house. Mike Games version 1, did I get you? Yes, I think I got Mohammed. And Foxstar Killer, 25-month member. Had a short, early shift today, so I wasn't going to miss this watch-along. True fact, this was the first time the Rumble match didn't have anyone on the undercard entered. Really? It didn't have any... Oh, I see what you mean, like people in the matches. This was the first one? I thought they had done that before. No, it wasn't the first one. I think what you mean by that, Foxstar, is you mean people who were in undercard matches didn't appear in the Rumble. They did do that one other time. It's the reason why the 1995 Royal Rumble sucked, because The Undertaker, Bundy, Bam Bam, Tatanka, all those guys that wrestled on the undercard weren't in the Rumble. Brett wasn't in it because he was wrestling Diesel. Razor and Jarrett were in the IC match. So they have done it. They've never really been able to decide what the rule is. Sometimes they do double duty, sometimes they don't. And I think maybe in those early days, they were doing it a little bit, like 92 for sure, because Piper won the IC title and then went into the Royal Rumble. So they've done periods where they've done it and periods where they haven't done it. It would be fun to take a look at all the Rumbles, though. I can probably think of it, like most of them in my head, especially the early ones, if the participants wrestled in the undercard. But this wouldn't be the first time. It has been done before, for sure, definitely in 1995. David Brown is in the house as well. We've got, yes, Melina is reported safe. Thanks for that, Gilbert. Daniel Barry Sports, Nate Dogg Kata, William Cullen, Barry MK. Good to see you, man. Anybody else? I might, Domo 1997. I'm sorry. Victor Cologne. Sorry if I'm missing anybody here because I lost my place when I was doing the shout-outs. But anyway, I think it's time to shut up on the shout-outs because this is nearly a 3-hour card, and we should get going here since it's 10 minutes past the hour. I do not have the football game on tonight. It's Commanders and somebody, right? Wasn't too interested in that one. I saw the other ones, and plus I'm just waiting for my Lions to play. So not really eyeballing any football tonight. So I'm just going to go right in to the Royal Rumble 2001. So go on over to your Peacock, get your finger on the play button, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1, play. And then you just follow along with the timer as always. All right, let me get my finger all set up and ready here. All right, I am locked and loaded on the Royal Rumble 2001. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, nailed it. Nailed it. 30 men. I mean, this was a good one. I ain't going to lie.
The chance to become World Wrestling Federation champion. Most have never been there. Gazing from afar at the goal. Never closer than the sun. And never as reachable as tonight. This may be...
How many 3-time Rumble winners do we have? Is it just Austin? I feel like it might be Cena. No. Cena's definitely not 1-3. Cena 1-2, maybe like 08 and 2013. Do I have that right for Cena? I watched this show with my friends. I have the whole original recording, complete with the Sunday Night Heat as well, as many of my pay-per-views did back then. I'd record everything. And when we were at my house watching the Sunday Night Heat, friends were already over, having a good time, and we catch a glimpse accidentally of the Big Show in the background during like a backstage interview or something, and we're like, it spoiled his return. Then when he came out later, we're like, yeah, we saw him. We knew he was coming out. Well, I know this is definitely the Rumble theme from that year. Kind of a weird theme. I think they only used it once for this show. And I'm pretty sure tonight is also the debut of Motorhead's Triple H theme, right? I think this is the first time he used it. Okay, they're in New Orleans. You say 17,000? I want a piece that big? No, not big. Signs are awesome. We're just a month or two away from WCW being bought out, business changing. Lawler is about to leave the following month. Paul Heyman will come in to take his place. Oh, really, Barry? Triple H used this song on Raw? Because I remember in my living room with my friends when Triple H came out, we were like, this is a new song. I don't recall hearing it before then, but you could be right. Rodrigo, no, Hogan was not here at the time. Be another year before Hogan would come in with the NWO in 02. So it's going to be Edge and Christian, I think, and the Dudleys, or this might be a multi-team match like they tended to do back in these days. So is this just Dudleys against Edge and Christian? Okay. The concerto. Have they been calling it the concerto yet? All right, here we go. Dudleys have attacked Edge and Christian. Wow, so it did debut 2 or 3 weeks ago. Why am I misremembering that? I would have sworn this was the first time. And I don't think I would have missed that because I was watching all the Raws and taping them, so that's wild that I wouldn't have remembered that. It was 24 years ago, so maybe I'm just misremembering, but I swear I have a memory of just acknowledging that this is a new theme for Triple H, and I'm surprised that as dialed in as I was to the product at the time that I would have not noticed that it debuted earlier. Are you guys sure you're right about this? Oh, Figo just announced them as Christian at Edge. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for pointing that out. I kind of had forgotten that they had done that. It's like they're Edge and Christian on all the promotional stuff, but they're Christian and Edge when they get introduced. Okay, so we are 1 week removed. So Sid just did his leg break. Yikes. He is on the mend. Poor Sid. That must have been... I mean, how do you even get your boot off? They probably had to cut everything off of it. Oh, I don't want to think about it. I'm not too squeamish about blood and stuff, but like compound fractures and shit like that, I'll fucking straight pass out if I witness any of that in person. Nice. Bubba was so large back in these days, but he could move though. Sergeant Slaughter was a little bit like that sometimes, like deceptively agile. Devon's got a concussed head. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Reigns and Cody 3. I would personally like to see it, but the way fans are programmed, people are going to just shit. They're going to hate it. They won't even take a second to think why it might be cool. The same people that want long-term storytelling and blah, blah, blah. Hey, a third match, a rubber match. Who's better once and for all? Maybe leave out all the crazy overbooking and just have these two guys have a match and a definitive winner. The fact that so much of the audience would be against that just because it's the third time is exactly what's wrong with wrestling fans. I don't need Cody to face Roman, but if it happened, I'm like, I could get into that. I could get behind it. Absolutely. There's a story there. They wrestled with the last 2 WrestleManias. One guy won one guy won the other. Why would it be weird for them to wrestle again? The fans, oh, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does. It makes a ton of sense. I think fans have like rejection code written into their DNA. Like, nah, just give everything to Heisman. Nah, no. I'm like, well, just give it some thought. You can still not like it, but just think about it for 4 seconds. And maybe you'll realize that immediately and aggressively rejecting it is a little silly. I'm half-ass intrigued in Punk and Roman, though. I'd almost like to see that more. I just don't know what kind of match in the ring Punk is going to be able to deliver. The Cell match was great, but a good, one-on-one match in between the ropes with somebody like Seth Rollins, that match wasn't very good on Monday. Last year at the Rumble, it was the Dudleys and the Hardys in that great tables match, right? That was not for the titles, though. I don't think, right? That was just a random tables match. It wasn't even for the tag team titles. I don't think. We'll have to start counting our wrestlers who are still active. I guess technically 3 of these guys kind of are. 2 are under contract to AEW. Bubba runs his mouth all the time. And I think still occasionally will make indie appearances. He just did something for WWE this year. He was at WrestleMania 41, but he also did something else, right? Was he at the ECW show? Is that what it was? Yeah, it was at the NXT ECW thing. So yeah, all these guys are still doing shit. All 4 of them. The Dudleys are famous for their tables. Cool. Just remembered I never did a mic check, so I made sure you could hear me. You would have told me by now. All right, we're good. Devon just made a YouTube channel. If I was a wrestler, I'd make one. Look at the success like Maven and Stevie Richards have had. The fact that we're taking these guys seriously. So if they can do it, anybody can do it. Oh, Kyoto with a full-blown football tackle there on Bubba. Concerto. Oh, missed. Well, now, ref Kyoto, you got 2 chairs in there. Did they just magically appear there, or do you think somebody might have brought those in? Were these magic chairs? Did you buy them from the same guy who sold Jack his beanstalk beans? Wow. Christian launched. Edge launched. Bubba Bomb. Oh, the Wazop. We always love this. You're not really even coming down on the guy's balls. You're coming down right on his taint, like his asshole. This should be called the taint drop. The taint torpedo, something like that. No way. I was about to say, the Dudleys are not going to win the tag team championships on a roll-up. Do Edge... Well, I guess I'm about to find out. I don't know who wins this match, but do they keep the titles all the way into WrestleMania 17? Who goes into 17 as the champs? Might be the... Oh. Nope. Oh, they're going to do the what's up? Oh, Edge is back in AEW. Yeah, and he's not doing very good things either. Tony Khan today announced a big 10-man tag for Collision that's just getting a lot of shit, and fans are right. They gotta get their shit together. What's frustrating is that we know they can do better. So we've got new tag team champs. So they must carry the belts then into WrestleMania. Have they won the tags yet? They've won the belts yet, right? They're not one-time champs here, are they? The Dudleys have definitely won the tag. Those titles was changing hands so quickly and frequently. They came in like late 99, so it'd be like a year and a half took them to get to the titles. Oh, 12-man tag. Yeah, it's not a 10-man, it's a 12-man. Yeah, it's they got some issues over there. It's kind of sad. Especially when they have the resources and the talent, but you can't put it together. It's like, come on. You got the resources, you got the TV production, you got a TV deal, you're on cable, second biggest company in the world, with a talent that could compete with the top companies in the world for wrestling. It's like, I think they could do better. Just feel like they could do better. They sucked it up. Well, yeah, I guess if you're going to give Devon a concussion prior to the match, you can't have the Dudleys then lose. Please. Oh, God. Drew Carey gets a limo. Does he still do, like, The Price is Right? I never even knew much. I didn't watch anything Drew Carey ever did. I never watched the Drew Carey show. I never really watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, maybe a little bit of it, but not much. And I never watched his version of The Price is Right. On SmackDown.
No matter what, Stone Cold Steve Austin will compete in the Royal Rumble match here tonight.
Look at Michael Cole's frosty tips.
Triple H should not be penalized because
Triple H should not be penalized.
physically provoked Austin on SmackDown, but it wasn't intentional. Kurt Angle shoved Triple H into Stone Cold Steve Austin. Therefore, in the interest of fairness, Triple H will in fact get his shot at the World Wrestling Federation.
So they were already doing the thing where Austin and Triple H couldn't touch each other? There's Stephanie and Triple H.
I know you hate Trish Stratus. I don't like her very much myself, right? But I gotta know tonight with the two of you at ringside that this is not gonna interfere in this match. Steph, I am wrestling for the World Wrestling.
Oh, Trish is there on Kurt's side? I forgot about that.
Anything stand in my way.
That's exactly why I'm going out there. I know what the WWE Championship means. And if Trish tries to stick her nose or any other part of her anatomy into that match, I will definitely take care of Trish. She will not be a factor, and you will bring home the WWF Championship.
Okay. I don't recall how the match ends. I know who wins, but look at this guy. Look at this jacket Drew is wearing. Drew has slimmed down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been watching much. Kamala.
You ran into Kamala.
You know what stands? Yeah, I heard that. You know, Drew, I kind of got a little busy going on here. I got a big championship match. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hey, do you know where I can find Vince McMahon?
What do you want from my dad?
Oh, you know, I'm doing a big pay-per-view special coming up. It's Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Doritos presents Drew Carey's All-Star Improv Show.
Oh, God, Drew Carey. He's there plugging his all-star improv show.
I want to talk to him because he's so good at doing pay-per-views and promotion. I thought I'd pick his brain a little bit, get some advice.
I'm not sure, where my dad is.
Well, here's what you need to do, Van Drew. Get yourself a bunch of women and take a shit in their hair. The hotter, the better.
Sexiest women in the world, but while
They're divas. God, the divas.
Big fan of yours.
Oh, really?
Her name's Trish Stratus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, her dressing room is right around the corner. You can't miss it. Big, giant gold stars. She's got her name on it.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Why don't I take you to it?
Okay, hey, she's not seeing anyone or anything.
No. Hunter, you need to concentrate. I'll see you later.
See you, buddy. Come on, man.
Oh, APA's there. They got their door. They got their Budweiser cans. I have not had a straight, regular Budweiser beer probably since I was a teenager. Like, I swear. I cannot remember. I definitely was underage. I was too young to drink the last time I actually drank a regular Budweiser. You guys are millionaires. Get some better beer. Oh, Crash. Yeah, it would do you both some good, Bradshaw and Ron Simmons. You listen to Crash Holly. You don't want to cross him. You fuck with him, he'll toss both your asses out at the same time. And he can do it. The Battle of the Chris's. Chris Benoit. Chris Jericho. What a match. Oh, yeah, I forgot they called him Elroy. Man, that reference was dated then. Imagine trying to call somebody Elroy now. Fucking kids today don't even know what a fucking VHS tape is. What's this? I think I've seen these guys wrestle in person, I think 3 or 4 times. I saw a lot of these matches from this time period. 2000, 2001. I was at that SummerSlam right there. I was at that match. And then they traded the IC title like on SmackDown. And I was at that one. That was in Richmond. And I know there's another one. Might even be pay-per-view. Where I saw him wrestle. It's an interesting video. This is a video package like I feel like WCW would put together. How many matches in a row are we going to have AEW wrestlers involved in here? 2 for 2. All right, Y2J versus Benoit. This one I remember loving. Thank you, Wilbert. May 4th, 2000 in Richmond. I was there. Took a girl, of course. Right, yeah, that for a good minute, that promo had no words at all. It was just video package. My aunt drinks regular Bud. I think I might have an aunt that drinks regular Bud too. I think everybody's got an aunt that drinks regular Bud. Aunt Tammy. Everybody's got an Aunt Tammy. I think I got like two. I got two Aunt Tammys. And while I was in such good shape, I was just such a mark back in these days. I mean, this is the type of shit that would make my pussy wet. Like, oh my God, Benoit, Jericho, both in the WWE, wrestling for the wrestling for the Savage and Steamboat and Brett and Sean belt. You know, and oh my God, it's what I always wanted. Watching these guys in WCW, I wanted them in WWE so bad. And Jericho got there first, Benoit followed, Eddie followed, everybody came. It was like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, finally! All this TV time that had been used for the Bariquas and DOA and fucking all the other useless shit they were doing in like 98 when they were doing good in the ratings, but their talent really still wasn't matching up to WCW. It took another couple years for them to start, you know, I remember like Big Show was the first, Giant coming over, then Jericho, and then it felt like, oh, it's happening now. And the floodgates opened. But in 98, like they didn't acquire anybody. In 98, the only people that came in or the jump from WCW would have been like Boss Man at the end. And early in the year, I don't think anybody had really come in. Kind of Jeff Jarrett near the end of 97. But all of 98 was pretty much empty in terms of talent acquisition, but then 99 started turning around. X-Pac, there you go. Thanks. Night after WrestleMania 14. So like X-Pac and then Boss Man, those were the two big names in 98 that came from WCW. And I know the Quebecers were doing some weird shit. I know they turned back up in WWE and were also in WCW. So they might have kind of passed back and forth between both shows. But in terms of talent, contracted talent, like in pay-per-view matches and stuff, Boss Man and X-Pac. And Steven Regal, thank you. Steven Regal. See, there's more. He's a man. That's right, Regal. Okay, so Regal, Boss Man, X-Pac. It's not too bad. 99 was Big Show, Jericho, Jarrett left. Can't remember if anybody else came in, but then 2000 it was the Radicals, and then everybody else shortly after that. Benoit's going to be the first to go after the ladder. Benoit's got some great Rumble performances, man. I mean, this one, oh, look out. And the match with Angle 2 years later. And then the year after that, when he won the Rumble, coming in at number 1. Benoit's a low-key Rumble legend, really. Oh, yeah, Rick Rude. Yeah, Rick Rude in 97. Yeah, Rick Rude and Crush and the Hart Foundation all left, went to WCW. Jarrett went the opposite direction. Flair almost came in 98 to WWE. Oof. We might do the 04 Rumble. We might do 2007. That might be a little bit above 04. Oh, sorry, Zane. Did I miss you earlier? Oh, I did. Yeah, you sent me $5 like an hour ago. With Reigns in this year's Rumble, if he were to win, do you think it would be the 2015 treatment? No, we mentioned this yesterday, Zane. I talked about that in the podcast, that you could have The Rock come out after Reigns wins, just like 2015, and kind of reference that. Maybe The Rock turns on Roman there or something like that. And then says because he's a board member on TKO, he's taking Roman's Rumble victory from him, and he's going to use it himself and face Cody for the title. Like, something like that might be kind of fun. $70 countries. How many we got? Because everybody knows we have 54 states. Oh. Oh. God damn. Tope suicida, chair to the face. Barry Bonds style. Oh. I remember this being one of my favorite ladder matches ever. Oh. Benoit. Yep. Benoit's hung over the barricade. He's hung up. What is he going to do? Oh, he's going to lean in. Yeah, Shawn did this in the Razor match, but they were in the ring. Oh, I'm so glad he missed that. That would have been painful. Oh, right, Ian. You're from Maine? That is awesome. Oh, ladder to the face. I love lobster. Love it. Can eat it every day. Oh. God, that is really... Is Jericho Blade in there? I don't remember blood in this match, but I feel like he should have in that. Oh, that's right. The XFL had just started too, so they're probably riding high on that. Or maybe it was about to start. Probably hadn't started yet. Playoffs are still going on for NFL. Oof. And plus, you got the good lobster. That cold water Maine lobster, that's what you want. You know, spiny lobsters and warm lobsters, they're not as good. Nothing beats that northeastern Atlantic lobster, man. My dad used to live on Cape Cod, and I visited a few times. I loved it up there. That's a good piece of trivia, Foxstar, that I didn't know. On the Go Home SmackDown for this show, the Go Home angle for this match had a mention of Benoit's son that was removed from the network. That's interesting. Thanks for the $5, man. What's he doing? Oh, God. He's going to pull him all the way back. Benoit's trying to fight it off. God, this is so dead. You're going to fall back, I'm assuming, right? God, you just have to... you just got to trust that you're going to land okay in that situation. I'm like, well, let's just hope for the best here. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a network edit that we could agree with. That's not done needlessly or pointlessly like everything else. Tatanani, what's up? You just arrived, met with friends for your birthday party. Now, let me ask you something, Tatanani. Why didn't you just reschedule your birthday? You know, like you knew we were doing this. You had to have your birthday on this day. Why didn't you just decide to be born on a different day? That way you wouldn't have missed the first two matches in the watch along. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I mean, I thought you were a subscriber or a member. I guess you're just selfish. All you care about is yourself. Okay, whatever. I'm kidding. Happy birthday, brother. I'm glad you're here. Hope it was a fun birthday party today. They probably didn't have the right amount of candles because it's against fire code, right? I have that same problem. No, sorry, Mr. Morgan. We cannot put 48 candles on the cake because the entire building will be engulfed in flames. Not a good joke to be making right now, actually, but... oof. And the way Benoit ate that ladder just then... like, watch this. He's so good at just diving into shit. Like, he had his hands up, but he still impacted it super hard. Oh, the seesaw spots are always good. Those are fun. You need 58 candles for that. That's right, I forgot. You got even more years on me. God, missile dropkick to the face. Finally, the ladder is in position. Jericho is going to try to climb. I don't believe this first attempt will be successful for Jericho. Chris Udak, thanks for the $5. A CT is at Connecticut. Warm lobster roll with melted butter is way better than Maine lobster roll with mayo served cold. Oh, okay. I like both. I've had lobster rolls both ways. I will eat a warm one. I will eat a cold one. I fucking love them both. I'd be totally into trying the Connecticut one. Sounds lovely. But I've had Maine ones, and I love those too. I also love just a broiled lobster tail. Dip it in butter and eat it. I'm living down here in San Diego, California. Our Mexican food, nobody can touch us. Lobster roll game, not so great. Although, I have had lobster tacos. And those are wonderful. But I'm not sure if I'd trust a Southern California lobster roll. I'd rather go to where you live. I like going to those lobster places where you wear the bib and you get the whole thing and you just tear it apart and eat it like a fucking barbarian. This might be the spot where they do the Walls of Jericho. Yeah, it definitely is. Doesn't he do the Walls of Jericho up at the top of the ladder? There we go. Oh, this was so crazy when we saw this. I marked out. Super unique spot for the time. I mean, this is the Walls of Jericho on the top of the ladder. My wrestling fan brain in 2001 couldn't have even comprehended something like this or imagined this in my wildest dreams. Super unique spot. And then he just tosses Benoit off. Oh, God. What a crash and burn. I think that spot, too, is really what helped make this match kind of memorable in my mind, because I have that, I'll always remember that image. Definitely got a living room pop in my tiny little apartment that I was living in. 1-bedroom apartment. I had no washer and dryer in it. It was just a bedroom, kitchen, and small living room, and I had a 50-inch TV with a huge oak entertainment center surrounding it in my tiny-ass place. And we had like 4 or 5 of us in the house for this, watching. Oh, nice. Counter in the crossface. You can't tap, bitch. Can't tap, Jericho. I mean, that's good. Well, Lawler, maybe Benoit's just trying to incapacitate Jericho. How dumb are you, Lawler? Like, that's what I would do. If there's no tap outs, that actually benefits Benoit. That means he can just cross-face him until he dies and then just go up there and take the belt down because corpses can't climb ladders. I don't think. I'd like to see a Chris Benoit and Scott Hall ladder match. Oh, Lord. I feel like this maybe is going to be a superplex spot or something. Or maybe a sunset flipper. I feel like Benoit's... There we go. He's due for a counter here. Is this going to be like a sunset powerbomb? Nope, superplex. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Nope. Oh, Jericho just with a backer, and Benoit's going to headbutt him in. Yep. Here he goes. Jericho is not positioned great. You need to give him some space. Oh, he missed anyway. Okay, doesn't matter. Phew. I don't know why the canvas would be worse, though. Like, when Benoit, the fact that he missed this headbutt, wouldn't he also be in rough shape if he hit the headbutt? I guess Jericho would also be in rough shape. Oh, see, now that is smart. That's how I'd do it. I feel like Benoit could bench out of that, though. Yeah, there he goes. Wow. Oh, my God. What a bump. What a bump. Whew. You know where I want to go up in the Northeast? I want to go to Nantucket. I want to go to the club car. So I used to be a big fan of the show Wings. I even incorporated a Wings outro to my streams now. I don't know if you've noticed. But that's set in Nantucket. Filmed out here in Los Angeles, but set in Nantucket. Ooh, and I've always wanted to visit the island. Ooh. I feel like a lot of rich, pretentious people must live there, though. Oh. That's it. That was a bump. There were so many layers to that bump, too. It was like, psh, psh, psh. It's like, hit the ropes, hit the apron, hit the floor. Come on, Jericho. I don't know if Benoit's going to be able to... Just climbing the ring. He's not gonna make it. I mean, Benoit is really selling that bump. It's over. He's got it. And Jericho wins the ladder match. And having talent like that come in from WCW just made the world of difference to the match quality that they were getting in WWE, that we were getting in WWE. Because in 1998, you know, these mid-card matches, they could have elements of fun and stuff, but they weren't like barn burners like they were capable of having now because they had the talent there to have these type of matches. And as a fan, I loved it because these were the type of matches I was longing for in WWE that WCW just felt like they had athletically a lot of the best talent. And seeing them all now in WWE, wrestling for the championships that I grew up with, I just thought was awesome. I never liked that Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship belt ever, but now looking back, it's growing on me a little bit. It looks for Jericho looked pretty good holding it there. I was just dumbfounded why they would change such a beautiful design to just a random design that's not as good. But it looks all right. That belt looks all right. I don't know if I'll ever buy a replica, but I apologize, Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship, for any bad things I ever said about you. I didn't mean it. I was in a bad place emotionally.
Great, feel to meet you.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you too. It's a real thrill. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Drew,
Involved with someone.
Carrie, and Trish.
No, I'm involved with someone.
She's involved with someone, Drew.
I don't know who this guy is, but you know, we're gonna make a step up, and you know, we got 2 shows.
Drew Carey looks exactly like one of my friends,
Hey,
just without the glasses.
it's okay, Drew Carey. Real pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. I see you met Trish, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm here because I'm doing a big paper thing. You know, coming up on.
Vince, tell me you're not jealous of Drew Carey being in here with your
I
woman.
heard all about it. Drew Carey's Improv All-Stars this Saturday night, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how good is it going to be?
Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a lot of improv stuff, and you know, just.
Did they ever mention anything about Drew Carey's Improv All-Stars ever again after the Rumble? Did they show highlights of it on Raw or anything?
Yeah. You do improv, and how about tonight? What if tonight you do a little improv for us? See, what if tonight you actually participate in the 30-man Royal Rumble match here tonight? No. You want to impress WWF fans? You want to
Who lost their spot because of Drew Carey? That's what I want to know.
Royal Rumble? Oh, did you? Yeah.
You know,
Victor Colon, yeah, Rumble 04 and 07 or 88. 88 is going to be tough because it's short. The Rumble match itself is only 30 minutes long because I think they came out every 2 minutes and it was only 20 men. Oh, no, I think they came out every 2 minutes, but it was 20 men. That's what it was. So it's like 40 minutes long. Short. And the rest of the card sucks. So I thought what we would do is maybe watch the 88 and 89 Rumble matches back to back. But even if we do that, it's only going to be an hour and a half long stream. So I'm trying to figure out a way to extend that. But I think if we do 88 or 89, it's not going to be the whole show. It's going to be a combo platter. But we'll get to 04 and 07. We'll do those.
okay, it was nice meeting you. We'll talk to you later.
We'll see you a little later. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Mr. McMahon. It's a pleasure.
Can't believe this.
All right. Drew Carey. Low down. So there actually is somebody who actually lost it. Look how hot China is. Just take a second. See? I used to talk her up during this era when China, to my friends, and I was like, I kind of like China. They razzed me a little for it, but I stood by it.
After tonight, Right to Censor is going to have the right to take her to a medical facility. I'll let you worry about the other 29 guys that you have to face tonight. Stop worrying about me.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, the one. You guys were weird together. I didn't like it. And look at this. We even get a post-match championship interview.
How do I feel?
Mitchell Cole.
How the hell do you think I feel? Chris Benoit's one of the toughest bastards I've ever faced in the WWF. But tonight, after all that happened, I am once again the Intercontinental Champion for the 3rd time. And Crippler, I guess in front of all these Jerichoholics and in front of the world, tonight, I proved you wrong.
Folks, don't forget Drew Carey's Improv All-Stars this Saturday night on pay-per-view, but the big story here tonight is that Drew Carey is going to be...
Yeah, Doug, see? China was smoking. She had it going on in 2001. She was a gorgeous woman.
Nice knowing you, Drew. Drew Carey in the Royal Rumble. Who would have thunk it, quite
God, I really wish she was still alive and doing well. So I'm guessing here that Ivory must win because China wins the title at WrestleMania 17, right? From Ivory? So Ivory must pull some shenanigans. She's going to retain here, isn't she? Due to shenanigans? And I doubt she's beaten China clean. Oh, this look how China took that spike pile driver. What a champ.
When it first happened in the ring, I lost feeling in
The
my
way she
arm.
bounced.
The MRI was taken. They were showing that I had 3 ruptured discs in my neck. At that point, I was basically given 2 options. The first option was to never.
I kind of forgot about the neck angle.
Was surgery where they would fuse my neck and basically never step into the ring after that again either. All the obstacles I've overcome. All the obstacles I've overcome.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. And then Ivory's making fun of her.
In my life, they were all wrong.
Val Venus is JR. I'd forgotten about that.
It's a good fight. They can do what's right. I hate them. They've taken my life from me. I've been going through a lot.
Oh, now she's magically better, right? Now she's getting her title match. Michael Cole, you got to do something about that hair. I can't look at that. How do they expect me to watch this show when Michael Cole's got that shit going on his head? It's a distraction, really.
Knowing that I wouldn't show up, knowing that I wasn't 100% physically well, I accept your challenge, and I will be there Sunday at the Royal Rumble.
China looks good there, too. Yep. I sure as hell did pick a interesting time to attend a whole lot of shows live because I went to so many and had to hear that shit, that piercing theme. Any brain damage I might have suffered in my life, it's probably due to the song. Knee deep. I think everybody needs to get knee deep right now for our friend Ryan Adams. Second day in a row dropping in a $50 super chat. Thank you for that, dude. Appreciate it. A year before, Benoit was the ref for the cage match between Jarrett and Jimmy Snuka, which Jimmy hit the splash off the top. Benoit did the headbutt off the top. Snuka beat Jarrett. That match gave Jeff a concussion, forcing him to miss Sold Out 2000. That is a sentence. I remember Snuka making an appearance in WCW, but I was not aware that it was the previous year in WCW that match was happening. He was a ref for a cage match between Jarrett and Snuka. Snuka beat Jarrett and gave Jeff a concussion. That's interesting. I'm completely unaware of that whole entire fucking story. I thought I remember watching a Nitro where Snuka showed up. Maybe it was leading up to that or something. I don't know, but holy crap. I kind of want to watch that. So that would have been like a Nitro, a cage match, Jarrett and Snuka on a cage on that. What the fuck? Give me some more context. As China starts ragging around Ivory here. But I have a feeling Ivory, if China beats Ivory for the title at WrestleMania, she's likely not going to win it here. So there must be something that happens. Oof. I never thought Benoit and Snuka were ever in the same place in the same time before. That is crazy. There will be no white flag off my door. His white socks. Stevie Richards and the white socks. I love that. I love that little touch. Oh. Who got eliminated from the Royal Rumble that way? China just picked up Ivory, and put on the top turnbuckle, slapped her right off to the floor. Wasn't there a Rumble elimination that was exactly like that? I can't think of who it was. I feel like it was Brock related. China and Ivory are in the audience now. Might get a count out here or something. Oh, she's going to bring her back like that, isn't she? I'm surprised they were able to stretch this to WrestleMania. If she doesn't come away with the title here. Because it feels like all it would take is just a matter of getting them in the ring and China would win. And you can only do shenanigans so many times. Oh, she brought in White Sox. We need Red Shoes to referee a White Sox match. In the recycle bin. I was never a fan of this thing. Charlotte does it. Oh, I get it now. I'm thinking the neck thing already happened. And that's what they were talking about. But that's just to set up this finish in this match. And now the announcers have to pretend to be very concerned that she's not moving. Is she going to pin her? She beat her. Beat her clean. That's a clean win for Ivory. She didn't cheat or nothing. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But now I kind of remember they do the neck thing with her. Oh, yeah, Lawler. That's Vince. Get off headset, Lawler. Go up there. Make it look real. I actually wouldn't have King do this because this would just remind me of Owen. You know, last time King jumped off headset to check on a talent in the ring who was injured, it was Owen. She's fine. She's going to win the championship at WrestleMania. Chyna's got this. I had completely forgot that's the finish. I thought it was shenanigans. I thought the whole neck thing that had happened had already happened. It was the spike pile driver that weakened the neck, leading to this finish, leading them to now buy time for Chyna to be off TV and then come back miraculously, challenge Ivory and beat her at WrestleMania 17. Do I get the gist there? Is that what they kind of do? I had forgotten about that whole thing. I'd forgotten about the 2 interviews with Chyna and then the one Ivory did, making fun of her. That had all slipped my mind. That is awesome. Fox Star Killer's got 20 for us. Thank you so much for that, man. January 10th, 2000 episode of Nitro. Jarrett was booked into a triple threat against... That's right. I remember that night. I was watching Nitro that night because I knew that George Steele and Santana, and it was all in the same night. And I was curious about it because they were doing some sort of teasing that it was like they were bringing in legends. So I remember flipping over in between watching Raw to see who they were bringing in. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I remember that episode. But I didn't realize Okay, so he faced all of them. Well, then it would have been a four-way. If Jarrett was booked into a triple threat theater against Steele, Tito, and Snuka by Funk, who was the commissioner, I remember that, and Benoit as the ref. I'm gonna look up that episode because I do remember watching that night. I either watched it. I don't think I watched it. I think I was changing channels, flipping from Raw, because I remember George's entrance and all of that. As I'm totally no-selling this China injury because I'm not too concerned. But the one Billy Gunn is there. He's the one. Ryan Adams, appreciate 5 more, man. It was the Nitro before the pay-per-view. Jarrett wrestled 3 matches. Oh, okay. Against Steele, Tito, and Snuka, who are part of the Old Age Outlaws with Terry Funk. Cool. I'm going to refresh my memory on that. I had forgotten. Yeah, I don't like this playing it so legit between Lawler and Ross here. That just gives me PTSD. But when I watched it at the time, I was like, this is horse shit. You know, you know when something's a work or not, but still, I don't know how you wouldn't. And they probably knew that. They knew fans would compare that situation to Owen. Well, that must mean it's serious. I mean, if they're really trying to pass it off as real. She was trying to speak, but no words are coming out. That's not good. That doesn't indicate neck injury. That indicates brain injury.
We did the replay to try to find out. Obviously, we're only guessing, but maybe that last clip. Let's take another look at it here on the monitor.
Yeah, let's take another look at it because it totally didn't look like absolute shit, but we will.
From the time she went down, she didn't move.
And you got to remember, this is probably 15 months after draws. Like, why would they do that? You know, why would they do an angle? Like, there's a million different ways to inject severity or kill time between Ivory and China. Like, this specific decision, let's you know, create an angle that's designed after 2 very real-life situations that just happened within the last couple of years. That's crazy, man. I think that's in bad taste, kind of. Oh, look, there's the Silver Dome. Damn, I didn't realize it was that close. Holy shit. Definitely think I've got COVID. My eyes are watering. Who's she? Jan? You need to fix my hair. God, she's awful. Oh, hi, Trish.
Hey, Trish. Speaking of touching, you get involved in Triple H's championship match tonight? I will have no problem touching you. Stephanie, why would I waste my time getting involved in your affairs? I have my own affairs to worry about.
I have my own affairs to worry about. That's hilarious. Look at Bruno delivering his shit to him. He's got to wear that tracksuit.
Oh, guess this makes me an official wrestler now, huh?
Yeah, it does. You're an official wrestler, Drew Carey. Who's the goofy guy in the mask? You'd be amazed how goofy he is now. What a fucking sellout. Who's the goofy guy in the mask? Don't be saying that shit, Drew. Oh, yeah, they're going to lose their spots. Could you imagine these guys have to dress up in this shit only to shoot an angle that explains why they're not going to be in the Rumble? Oh, that sucks. I'd be asking for my release.
change of plans. Unfortunately I'm going to take this decision away from you, Tiger, because quite frankly, neither one of you is going to go in the Rumble. You've been replaced.
Been replaced by Drew Carey.
It doesn't matter. You've been replaced. Oh, jeez. I understand. You know what? I understand a man of your distinction. This may be tough news, but that's the way it is.
The way it is, Tiger Ali Singh.
If I may, what great superstar are you thinking of replacing? My guys.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
Drew Curry. Who is
Drew
Drew Curry?
Curry. Drew Carey. Vince just walks away, rolls his eyes. That's actually kind of funny. If I saw, I like curry, but if I saw Drew Curry on a menu, I would not order it.
Definitely, I think Triple H is going to win the championship match tonight. He's just evil and bad to the bone, and he's going to have everybody working with him, the McMahons.
Boy, this guy's a charisma fountain, isn't he? Holy shit.
He is the man. He's the game.
She's all right. This guy's a putz.
It's true. It's true.
Well, I think Triple H is going to win because, of course, you know, he is the game. And Kurt Angle's way out of his league. And Triple H is going to be the 5-time WWF champion. It's true.
Okay, he's not bad.
Pick Kurt Angle, but he's the game. He's the best. No doubt about it. Kurt Angle's going to win it tonight. He's a man of integrity, intelligence. I mean, come on, he's the ultimate hero. I think Kurt Angle's going to win it because he's got the 3 I's: intensity, integrity, intelligence, baby. Woo!
You need some sunlight, bro. Triple H, it's going to be a long time for your champion.
Indeed, the intensity pouring out of the body of the game. That match is next. Talking about bolting on a game face. The game is ready. And will the game become a 5-time champion? Or can Kurt Angle continue this awesome run? There you see.
There's his medals. I still don't understand how he has 2. I always thought he had one. Oh, he won 1 gold medal. He's got 3 in that picture. How many medals do you get when you win a gold medal? Did Michael Phelps just win 1 medal, but he just has 30 of them?
Because I have allowed it. Mr. Angle must defend his WWF Championship at the Royal Rumble event against the #1 contender, Triple H. How is Triple H the #1 contender? No problem facing Hunter at the Rumble.
Coachman with hair is crazy. Angle with hair is crazy. Good mic work with hair would be crazy.
I decided to get the next best thing. Trish,
And it's going to be Trish in his corner.
what are you doing? Volunteering your services to be in Kurt Angle's corner? What
Oh, yeah, he could have done that. He melted them down to make 3.
Been bad.
3 is more than 1.
In fact, I think that I've been so bad that I deserve this thanking.
Well, I bet Trish could take all this back. See, Stephanie, you look very good there. That would be weird if some woman like the same age as you starts boning your dad in front of you. I am the dominant female.
Enough! Both of you! Steph, you are above this. You do not need to be dealing with the likes of her, Triple H. I would like to think that you have a little more respect for my new business advisor than that. I know something else you won't have.
Oh yeah, she's his business advisor. I forgot.
And that's my World Wrestling Federation Championship.
You got 1 more month with that baby, Angle. Get ready to cough that up. Yeah, heel versus heel. I know. Going into this match, I was rooting for Triple H. I was becoming a Triple H mark by this point. I was definitely pontificating to others why he's better than everybody else. part of my appreciation for Triple H too was that I saw his whole career, and the fact that this is the same motherfucker from WCW, and the Hunter Hearst Helmsley Blue Blood gimmick that just had nowhere to go, and how that just morphed into DX and made him his own person, and was able to branch out from a personality standpoint with all that DX stuff, and then transitioned into the Cerebral Assassin. It was fun to see that evolution, no pun intended, of him. And so when I would watch him here, I'm like, the fact that this is the same guy is like blowing my mind. Like, so I liked watching his rise, and I respected that. But a wrestling fan now, you know, if a 20-year-old wrestling fan now doesn't remember much about Triple H's career, just looks at him and judges this Triple H, and that's it, then it's kind of about the journey. It's about how he got to that made me like him. Can you even call collect anymore? I know landlines still exist, but they're probably billed different ways now. I don't know if collect is even a thing. First pay-per-view appearance of the game, yes. He's still got the music queued up there with his water spit. I thought that might have taken some time to perfect. I like Triple H's like entrances. I like the lighting that he would get. Kind of that flashing light in the dark. I liked it. It looked good. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer back in the day when, for championship matches, when they would just do the introductions when they're coming to the ring? Or do you prefer how they do it now, where they're in the ring and the announcer announces them both? I kind of like the in the ring thing because it gives you that big bout type of feel. But I also kind of liked these. Yeah, Stephanie is only 24, Ryan, and so is I. I cannot remember Stephanie's exact age, but I know we are very close. I'm going to look it up. Oh, no, she's a full year older than me. Holy shit. She was born September of 76. I thought we were the same age. I was born September 77. Wow. Okay, good. She's older. Huh, old lady. What an old lady Stephanie is. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I would have been 23 here. Yeah, I'd be turning 24 in 2001, so I would have been 23 here. All right. Angle has already survived a Survivor Series title match with The Undertaker. Then he survived that match we just watched, right, last month. The Hell in the Cell at Armageddon. WWE fan, what are we watching on? I am watching on meth. What are you guys taking tonight? Ray Fran, probably crack. Victor Colon, you're a weed guy. Fox Star Killer, probably mushrooms. Probably mushrooms for you. Sound off. WWE fan wants to know what you are watching on. Yeah, interesting point out there. Kurt Angle kept his singlet down for this one. Why didn't he just get some little shorties? He never really wrestled in those. He always wrestled in the singlet. Eatables. Them good old eatables. Yeah, I took a bite out of an eatable a minute and realized it was too big. Took it out and bit a smaller piece out. Them eatables, man, will get you. Ugh. God, Lawler. Like now that Lawler's kind of a babyface, like Ross is less annoyed with his insanely stupid jokes. Just Smitty. Oh yeah, wildfires happen here in San Diego. I've had a couple close calls since I've lived here. And in 2007, this area where I live got ravaged. My parents luckily escaped that one with their home intact. So they happen here too. It could easily happen to us. Jeez, these suplexes are awesome. I mean, it is weird considering the story they were telling with Triple H. Him being behind the one that ran over Austin. And I remember going into this match kind of operating under the assumption that it's probably going to be Triple H winning the title so he can drop it to Austin at WrestleMania. That's what I thought they were going to do. But then when you also think about the possibility of The Rock and Austin, WWE, I think, thought that match would draw bigger, and it definitely did. But it kind of sucks that the story it should have been is Triple H and Austin. And instead, they did that match at No Way Out where Triple H won, and then Austin won the championship after that, turning heel. But I think they should have done it the other way. Because then they just kind of threw The Rock into it, right? Then, just like that, even though The Rock doesn't win the Rumble tonight, he winds up beating Angle at the next pay-per-view for the title anyway, and then getting the main event match at WrestleMania anyway. So just a weird way that they did it. If the plan was Rock and Austin, I would have done more teases for that. And that 3 Stages of Hell match or whatever it was awesome. It's just, I'm surprised that wasn't the WrestleMania angle, the WrestleMania main event. It was definitely their top story, right? Be right back. All right. Just had to get a fresh one. Right, yeah, this is Lawler's last pay-per-view. He would be gone the following month when they would try to can the cat. I was at the show he came back on. I was there in Charlotte. When Paul Heyman was booted out and Lawler came back, Flair came back that night. Yeah, that could have been. Maybe they didn't want Rock Austin 2 to be the plan. But imagine if like they would have made a Rock behind the vehicle assault, you know? Like they were kind of teasing.
challenging Kurt Angle for the WWF title, and there's a lot of controversy why Triple H is even the number one contender. Listen to this. Listen.
Now remember, Angle and Triple H had their match at Unforgiven, right? Where Triple H beat him. And then the next month is when he won the championship. Yeah, shoving Deborah into it was stupid. They were just trying too many things, you know? Some shit you don't need, doesn't need anything added to it. Like, you don't need an extra dimension to Rock and Austin. That match sells itself. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know what they would do with Rock if that scenario played out. So Rock was becoming a movie star, so they probably wanted him in the main event. Plus, doing Austin and Rock again, as they're both baby faces this time, would present some interesting stuff. Plus, we got the Limp Bizkit video package. Where would we be in our lives without that? Could you imagine living in a world that never had that video package prepared? Oh my God, that had just happened. I forgot. After that fucking fiasco, W had just gotten inaugurated. Ouch. Yeah, it could be Rock vs. Taker. And Taker's streak being on the line, that would be interesting. They don't have great matches together, though, from what I remember. I was at one of them, King of the Ring. Triple H targeting now the legs or knee of Angle. Oh. I don't know how Angle scores the win here. I don't know how he walks out of this thing with his title. WWE fan, thanks for the 5. Would love to have the custom stages back, even if it was only for the Big 4. That would be nice. That would be nice. They're doing, I mean, I'm liking the setups now. They're at least changing it up some. They don't all look the same. They've got different variations depending on how big the crowd is. So that's something. It's not as just uniform or redundant. Oof. You think you're special. I really could not stand Limp Bizkit, but that song worked in that particular storyline. That song was perfect. I love a good Indian deathlock. You'll see Owen doing this all the way back to Stampede matches. Angle's calling a spot here, but I couldn't hear him.
champion. Less than a count away on 2 occasions from losing his title. Oh, you're right. So much pressure.
I thought he was going for another submission.
Left leg of Kurt Angle. That time right down on the kneecap. Referee, senior referee Earl Hebner, who has, quite frankly, no love lost for either of these men.
Yeah, you know, and as you're bringing up the, like, We Are Pro Wrestling brought up earlier, what would they do with The Rock? We mentioned The Undertaker, but what was even weirder about that decision is that Rock was leaving. That's why they did the angle on Raw the next night where they had a cage match and then he was suspended so he could go do the movie. So if he was leaving, like, I'm glad we got the match. I am. But based on the fact that he was leaving, he felt like he was, like, thrown into it last minute. Oh, at the very last minute, we're going to put the belt on him. That way Austin can challenge him. When the story that they were telling for over a year was Austin's injury and who was behind it. And once they finally reveal who's behind it, you got an opportunity now to put the championship on that man. So Austin can win the Rumble tonight. And I guess that would have just made it a very predictable WrestleMania because Austin was going to win that belt. So instead they went with the unpredictable WrestleMania where Austin turned heel. So my idea is flawed because it's going to be in the Astrodome. And, well, I guess it would have sold out just for Austin anyway, winning the championship. But it would have been kind of predictable. Maybe fans would have, maybe the attendance wouldn't have been quite as high. Because everybody knows Austin's going to kick Triple H's ass and finally get his revenge and win the championship. Something they've already done at 2 WrestleManias, you know. Oh, Trish is in there. Here comes Steph. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, yeah. They're actually, Stephanie's doing quite the number on Stratus here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, choke, you fucking bitch. Oh, they're all like rolling into the Spanish announce guys. Here comes Vince. Vince, control your affairs. Well, I guess that's why Stephanie's wearing something that's not too revealing because she was doing a lot of brawling here. Oh, I love that. Vince in the middle. I hope he gets taken out. Vince, stop bringing your personal problems. When do these two have a one-on-one match? Does it ever happen like on Raw, just Trish against Stephanie? I know they did a mixed tag, right? Rock, Trish, Triple H, Stephanie. He's a take charge man. Oh my God, what? Oh, and he threw him down. Jeez. I don't remember this in-match brawl here between Stephanie and Trish on the outside. Vince is all trying to break this up. You need some help. You need some officials. Vince is trying to get Trish out of here. But she's Kurt's business advisor. This is too much. I'm praying to God Linda McMahon. Is she catatonic yet? Oh, God. Is this how we get the finish here? We don't get like a roll-up finish, do we? We do. We do. No, okay. I was about to say. Does somebody help Angle win? How does he win this match? Trish is gone now. Does Austin come out and blast Triple H in the face with a chair or something? That might be what happens. I don't remember what happens. Crowd is quiet now. Oh, thanks for the 10 there, Zane. I'll answer that in just a second. Oof. There's Angle's DDT. What do you think having these mega main events that would normally happen at WrestleMania would happen to Survivor Series or SummerSlam? Rock, Austin, Rock, Cena, who would draw more? I don't know. I've thought about that a lot, the same idea. I'm like, who's to say all these matches have to happen at WrestleMania? You could definitely do some big, crazy fucking match at a SummerSlam. Especially something involving The Rock, or when Austin came back a couple years ago. SummerSlam would have been a cool spot for that. But I don't know. I think I'm not sure. I don't think it would draw necessarily more, but it would probably draw more than those pay-per-views normally do, you know? Like, I don't think anything could touch like WrestleMania numbers, but if you put enough WrestleMania style matches on those other shows, it should draw more than those shows normally do. So that would be a good thing. Oh, low blow. Earl didn't see that? A low blow and a razor's edge. Triple H hit a razor's edge on Angle. Oh, Angle barely got out of that. Damn, Angle. Pedigree. Nope. Oh, he's going to ball him. Yep. Oof. He's going for the damn. Yeah, Angle's got a great moonsault, man. Oh, that's right. It's the Bucks and the Commanders. 10-10. All right. Something's going to happen here. When you get an Earl bump, yep, Earl's just waiting to get... You could tell Earl was waiting to get bumped like a full 10 seconds before the bump happened. All right, so let's get... I think it's Austin. Oh. Angle bounced right off. Nice. I always see that sign during this time in the crowd. Nice face. Wow. Angle, big arm drag. No ref. Damn it, Earl. Yeah, why is there not another official? Are they all dealing with Stephanie and Trish? Kurt's got no hair to grab onto there, barely. I feel like Earl's going to get smushed again. Yep. More. Yeah, Earl's having a rough day. Get Corderas out here. Don't show him a hammer. Mark Eaton's got the timekeeper hammer. Or the bell hammer. Oh. Man, this match is going on longer than I thought. I thought the Stephanie and Trish stuff was going to set up the finish. No ref. I love it. No Earl. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's Austin. I was about to say, it's got to be Austin. Who else can possibly screw this up for Triple H? Oh, yeah. I remember now. Because in my head, I was thinking, like, why wouldn't Triple H come and get revenge? How did Austin win the Rumble? How come Triple H didn't come out and cost him the match? He did try to do that. He attacks him later, right? And then Austin comes in and wrestles the whole match bloody. That's right. Now it's all coming back to me. And Austin actually helps Angle retain the championship. Triple H is busted open. He's going to stun him. Austin, you got to go back there and get ready. You got a Rumble match to participate in. Angle's got the cover. Come on, Earl. That's right, because Triple H cost Austin the belt on TV. And this was revenge for that. That's right. And Angle, yet again, escapes. And it was only 3 pay-per-views, but it felt like he was just doing this time and time again. It's a pretty short run when you think about it. I mean, it was only 3. It was the Survivor Series and Armageddon and this. Well, he ate a stunner. I'm pretty sure he knew it was Austin. It was that damn rattlesnake. Well, I mean, Triple H, you shouldn't have run him over. You think Austin's a guy that's going to let that go? What about him made you think he would let that go? You can't be surprised. Just Smitty, no, the Rumble is not going to be on Netflix. The Netflix deal is only with Monday Night Raw. People got to remember that, because I worry that a lot of fans think that all of WWE shit is over there now. It's not. You still need Peacock. It's just for Raw. One day, when this current deal is over, I'm hoping that maybe they can move everything over to Netflix for a one-stop shop. But That's one thing that's difficult now with them switching streaming networks. It can be confusing for the fans. You got to remember all these different subscriptions you need for pay-per-views, for Raw, for SmackDown. It'd be nice if it was one spot. But I have seen a lot of people kind of assuming that all of WWE is on Netflix now and it's just Raw. So Raws are off Peacock. They're on Netflix now. Boy, he's ready. We got a pre-Rumble Rock promo. Rock was so coming into his own here. Lots more energy. Those early days, his promos, he was talking a lot slower. The Rock says. Now he's like, The Rock says. You know, he's just got much more.
Everybody wants to ask the question, are Kane and The Undertaker together? Are Kane and The Undertaker together? Well, quite frankly speaking, if Kane and The Undertaker are together, then every man is going to be in trouble.
It's 2001, you're still asking if they're together?
I'm asking that question, answering that question. Is Kane together with The Undertaker? Is The Undertaker together with Kane? Kane wants to buy The Undertaker a box of chocolates. The Undertaker wants to tickle Kane's big red nipple. Who cares what they want to do?
Yeah, Undertaker probably does want to tickle Kane's big red nipple.
Royal Rumble 2001. Every man for himself. It could come down to anybody. The Rock and Bull Buchanan. The Rock and Perry Saturn. It could even come down to The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It could. That's who I thought the final two would be Rock and Austin.
The result will still be the same. Is that The Rock walking down the people's aisle, getting in the ring and body after body after body up the top rope, whipping ass all over the Big Easy, on to WrestleMania.
He was so good at this time, you know? I recognize how much better he was than he was in like 98, 99 when he was starting to get cooking. He has so much more energy in his voice. You go back to those first couple of years there with Rock promos, he was very slow. The Rock says he's going to beat Mick Foley's candy ass, and now he's just explodes with energy. So much different. All right, Royal Rumble video package. I'll be right back.
The world was shocked when they found out that I was the one who ran down Stone Cold Steve Austin. When they found out that I turned on The Rock. Here's the man that will be number 30 in the 30-man Royal Rumble. I'll be the last man standing. Because you know why? I'm going to be throwing people left and right, over the top, and on my way to WrestleMania to become the WWF champion. The bad man. Kane is 7 foot tall, 326 pounds. Has to be considered a favorite in the Royal Rumble match. It's me, versus the world. The big man machine has won from Raw. That's my yard out there. And I'm the big dog that runs that yard. 6'10", 325 pounds of American badass. 29 other men in that Rumble. We're going to find out if they try me, I will make them famous. The safe bet, dead man. 30 men in the Royal Rumble. The Rock got it.
Thank you for your patience. Tito thought I was done streaming. He walked in there like he was going to get some food. And I said, not today, Junior. Not till I'm done. Oh, I forgot about that spot. Was that Vince on the limo there went flying? Holy shit. All right, it is time for the 2001 Royal Rumble to run down the video package now. Make sure my timer is still in sync. Yep. It's weird. I lose about a second. Like, I lose like 2 seconds overall throughout the course of the show, of the watch-alongs. I think my timer is just not quite exactly to the millisecond accurate. Nice. Broken Skull IPA. You're drinking better than me tonight, Victor. I'm with my trusty 805. I'm kind of an old man now, so I drink lightly. I like to sip on easy-to-drink beers. Nothing crazy. If I drink one, or if I drink 2 or 3 of them Broken Skull IPAs, I'd be up here acting silly. Run it down there, Howard. What are the rules?
Those superstars who drew numbers 1 and 2 will enter the ring, and the match will begin. Then, every 2 minutes thereafter, another superstar enters the match according to the number he drew.
Got it.
It is every man for himself, and elimination occurs when a superstar is thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor.
Thanks for the rundown, Howard. Here we go on the 2001 Royal Rumble.
All 30 have entered to be declared the winner and will go on to face the World Wrestling Federation champion at WrestleMania.
Oh. Oh, is it the Hardy? Are both the Hardys number 1 and 2? I remember that first Rumble, it was Demolition. It weirded me out. It was so crazy to see that. Demolition. Axe against Smash. Oh, good. It isn't going to be Matt. It's a right to censor. Is it Ivory? Nope. It's B squared. For as good as this Rumble is, what a letdown of a number 2. Jeff and Bull Buchanan. I did, Ryan. I saw. Was it Noah? Is that where he was? Yeah, I saw him do a double choke slam in the last ride. Omos doing good things. He spent some time in Japan. Or maybe he was in Japan doing that. That's where it was. Right? He hasn't been on 2 different trips, right? The whole thing's been to Japan, because I saw him interviewed in the streets. He seems like a really nice dude. Liked him better when he was with the Big Boss Man. Yeah, I didn't really care much for Bull Buchanan at all. He just never did anything for me. He was a big guy, but I think he was part of that original Truth Commission thing they did, and then he did this and whatever else he did. Yeah, I agreed with Jeff. He said he'd be like bigger than Cena if he would have had a different lifestyle in his 20s and 30s, and I kind of agree with him. He's super over and super marketable to a wide variety of audience members. Pretty much all of them. Where Cena, oh, here comes Matt. It was maybe more for kids. I appreciated him, but I'm not really sure I was his target audience, where Jeff was everybody's target audience. Everybody liked him. You put Cena's work ethic and drive into Jeff's brain, it's going to be only Jeff. It's going to be 4 Jeffs on Mount Rushmore. Be no stopping him. All right, B squared is out. Uh-oh. All right. So it is going to be Matt and Jeff. All right, let's do it. They're going to fight. And it would be later on in the year, like I think they're near the end of this year, they would kind of flirt with the idea of breaking these guys up, but it kind of didn't stick. It's got to be weird for 2 brothers going out there in front of all these people and just wrestling against each other. Like, if I was in there, like, I don't have any male siblings, but if I was in there with one of my sisters, I'm like, can you believe this shit? All these people watching us are two dumbasses in here.
What's Lita thinking right now? Uh-oh, look out. Yeah, I like to think of Lita every chance I get. I know you do, as the Matt Hardy.
Yeah, where is Lita, by the way?
Remember, both of your feet have to touch the floor. Man is on the top, and our fourth competitor will be out soon. Well, this could be the best thing that ever happened to both of these Hardys. I think now they've decided we're better off if we double team this guy. Who is it? Uh-oh.
Ron Simmons, or they're calling him Farouk still.
Farouk to the Hardys now. I don't know if even double teaming Farouk's going to help.
Oh, Farouk will take both these fuckers out. The Acolytes were the first victims of the Hardy, or I guess not first victims, but that's who the Hardys beat to win their first tag team titles, was the Acolytes. Another show I was there in attendance for. Oh, he messed up. Botch, you fucked up. Come on, fans. Ron Simmons would straight up eat these two guys alive in a shoot. Twist of fate into a Swanee. Wow, they got Farouk out? Holy shit. Fucking Ron Simmons get eliminated by the Hardy Boys. What kind of shit is that? Oh, Jeff. Jeff stays in there. Oh, they're both going to take their shirts off. Ooh, yeah. The Hardys aren't even that hot. I don't know what the hell the girls always scream about. What are they, sixes? Come on. Any ladies in the chat? Rank them. What are their 1 through 10 numbers? Jeff ain't no higher than a 7. Oh, here he comes. He's in early. Wearing his Adidas. I love that. I love he gets generic music, like the most generic music ever. Oh, I know what happens. The Hardys eliminate themselves, don't they? And then he's in there by himself, and Kane comes out. I remember now. Oh, that looked like shit. That looked like shit. The Hardys need to get themselves eliminated. You're not a Dudley. Oh! Oh! Yeah, Jeff landed bad. Yikes. Drew's won the Rumble. It's going to be Drew and The Rock at WrestleMania. Houston, we have a problem, all right. Drew Carey got a fucking title shot. I think even back then I knew it was going to be Kane. It has to be Kane. It's got to be Kane. That actually is kind of funny. This is one of those, like, this has a celebrity, a pointless, stupid celebrity appearance. You wasted one of your Rumble spots on Drew Carey, and it's still one of the best Rumbles of all time. And many people consider it the best. Too funny. I always liked Kane. I always liked Kane better than Undertaker. I thought Kane's a better worker. Kane's better than Undertaker and Nash. And Sid, quite honestly. This blood type is Ragu. Oof. Hmm. You're gonna try to shake his hand. Why don't you get? Like, it's not like you want to win this thing. Shh. You just got cash. You give cash to Kane. Now pick up your cash. Look at Corderas looking at that cash. He wants it. Oh. Oh, Raven. Oh, Drew. He just climbs over. I like that he knew to climb over the top rope. He climbed over very strangely. Would have been funny if he fell. Now, just 6 years prior to this, Raven was a infinitely more popular wrestler than the guy he's fighting against. Fucking 95 and like 96 and 97. That Raven. Oh. Hey, Al, the buzzer didn't go off. Fucking Leaf Cassidy and Johnny Polo. And Isaac Yankem. That's who's in there right now. What a world. Ugh. Yeah, Al was way early there. I wonder if he fucked that up or they sent him out too early. Or maybe it was a rib. Or maybe the whole thing was planned. I don't know. Oh, we got trash. Literal trash and a bowling ball. Yeah, they like doing this bowling ball spot around this time. Oh. That's an old school 70s and 80s bowling bag right there. You don't see those anymore. God damn. I hope that thing's lighter and not a real bowling ball. I don't know how Raven would have protected himself there. I mean, he literally threw the ball right into his crotch. How is Raven even up from that? That's got to be a gimmicked bowling ball or something. Or Raven's wearing a huge, massive cup. Drop, double drop toe hold. All right, here comes somebody else. This feels quicker in 2 minutes, but I don't think it is. Saturn and Terry. What is she not wearing? She doesn't need any support because they kind of support themselves. This one time, me and Raven. We got Raven and Saturn in there, man. Jesus. The flock reuniting. We haven't done the moppy thing yet, right? That's coming later.
No submission, but you can certainly incapacitate that team. They can incapacitate it. Poor old Raven and Al Snow are both on green. Oh, there's Raven's back up now. Is he going with a sleeper on? Oh, Raven, the hardcore champion. They're going to put the sleeper on Kane. And a drop kick to the kneecap by Saturn. Oh, another shot right to the face. And Kane now. Oh, my gosh. He's
Oh,
God, what strength. Also right back on Kane's back. Oh, but not for long. Oh, my gosh. And then Raven decides to mount the big red machine.
Raven is mounting the big red machine. He's mounting him. Oh. The mop is coming in the summer of 2001. In a world where you thought people didn't fuck mops, comes a man known as Saturn, who brutally and viciously attacked Mike Bell. Or was it Mike Bell? I think it was Mike. Was it Mike Bell? I think it was Mike Bell. And then, in what was supposed to be a punishment, blossomed a world-class romance between man and mop. Rated R. Fucking Blackman and his fucking croquet sticks. They look like croquet mallets without the mallet part. Raven wearing leather shorts is interesting. The debris. There's a lot of debris in the ring right now. Bowling balls, weird looking Steve Blackman sticks, garbage cans. I love that he brings the sticks out in a little bag. Like, why not just bring the sticks out? What do you need them in a bag for? What do you need a stick bag for? Just bring your sticks. I mean, all these guys are like relatively legitimately tough too. Even Raven. I don't think Raven's necessarily a little pussy bitch or anything. Turn it up. Oh, it's Grandma. I thought it was Scotty Too Hottie. It's Brian Christopher. You know the thing I just said a minute ago about everybody in the ring being tough? Never mind. Oof. Those trash can lids. What is that? Oh, he's got nunchucks. Oh. Damn, what a bump by Grandmaster. Kane just knocking them all out, wiping them out. He lasts this whole time, too. Oh, that's a funny way to eliminate him. Saturn, go get Moppy and clean up this ring. Oh, Kane's just going to... So he just eliminated like 4 dudes right there, right? Funny bump. Oh my God, I forgot. Honky comes in when Kane's by himself. Doesn't seem too worried about it. Poor D'Lo and whatever his name is. You're a beautiful audience. Lawler's cousin.
Now wait a minute, big fella, you just stand over out of the way. I got a little bit of business I need to take care of, so give me a second, okay? We hadn't seen the honky tonk. What would the Royal Rumble be without the greatest intercontinental champion of all time? There you go. Here's they are. I know you want to hear me sing my song. Yeah. And I've never let my fans down. Turn the music on. Let's all sing together. Here we go. All right, Dan, come on.
Is how long is Kane going to allow this? He looks pretty unchanged here. Kane just standing there, dumbfounded. That got a pop out of my living room that night when Kane started shaking his head no. It's like you first time you saw him was like a human. He was just like, what the fuck, dude? Kane basically just said WTF and said that with his head. Get a broom and clean that ring up. The hardcore portion of the match is over. Oh, we went from honky to rock. That's a step up. It's the Rock. Rock and Kane. Two pillars from the early 2000s here. No way. Well, this should be the beginning of when the ring starts filling up again, because I know Rock and Kane are right there at the end. I don't know how many guys have come down. Probably only 7 or 8 at this point. Smashed a million guitars, never drew a dime. Kinda true, but Mike Graham I always thought was such an asshole. Every fucking interview I ever saw of him, I was like, what a dick. Like, what is wrong with him? I always be suspect of someone who gets like a sleeve tattoo in their 50s after never having tattoos ever. Oof. I feel like it's got to be Taker. Maybe not Taker yet. Oh. Oh, the good father. Here to do good. Oh, 14. I thought it was 7 or 8. We've had 14 already? Holy shit. Oh, and out goes his former nation partner. Honky got in, right? Honky's been in the last several years, I think. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a cover. I'm like, I thought so too. I think Kane was actually going for it. Then he remembered, oh yeah, I'll just choke him. Act like I meant to do it. Rock burger, huh? Any of y'all got a Jack in the Box near you? I try not to eat much fast food, and I don't really like Jack in the Box, but they just put on this burger. It's called a smashed Jack. It's fucking bomb. It's probably the best fast food burger I've ever had. Here comes Taz. It's Taz! But if you haven't tried a smashed Jack, see, the reason I like it is because I don't like ketchup and shit on burgers, on cheeseburgers, but I like cheese, and I like a different kind of sauce, just not ketchup. Ketchup on cheese burgers weirds me out. Oh! Hey, and that's what China did to Ivory earlier on. So that smashed Jack, if you got a Jack in the Box in your neighborhood, go check it out. It's delicious. It's not good for me to be eating that at my age, but still delicious. I like that the fans are booing that. I remember being pretty bummed out that Taz, 1 year earlier, debuting and beating Kurt Angle, and Taz has been reduced to a joke on the roster. My crap is bigger than Taz, that sign. Shh. Look at this guy in the front row with that. Oh my God, you've never been laid. Ooh, that's an interesting zoom in. What are we looking at there? Oh, we're going to get a replay of what happened to Taz? With no audio? How is Taz okay? He just came right out and did that. That's so stupid. There's been a break in the commentaries here. I don't know why. I feel like they've muted something. I'm curious what they dubbed out or edited out there. The second acolyte. WWE fan, thanks for the $2. I can make a burger. If I put time and love into it, just a standard burger, I tend to like fuck them up sometimes and overcook them. But if I really put some love into it, make it like a Gordon Ramsay type of deal with grilled onions and nice bread and outdoor grill and wonderfully forming the amazing beef and all of that, I could definitely make a good burger. I do love a good burger. I can pretty much put anything on it except mustard and ketchup. I just don't want mustard and ketchup on. You can put an aioli on there. I'm fine with that. Little special sauce, no problem. But keep that ketchup, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know why.
These three superstars, knowing full well what's on the line. What opportunity awaits them if they're successful here tonight? Kane with the upper hand now on both of these, both The Rock and Bradshaw. Kane has been the dominant player in this Royal Rumble match tonight, Kane, without a doubt.
Who's it gonna be? Albert. I feel like at some point we're gonna have to get Big Show. I know he's coming out. I don't mind ketchup and I don't mind mustard. I just don't like them on burgers, you know? Or on cheeseburgers. So it's all about the cheese for me. If it's no cheese on the burger, then I can put mustard or ketchup on it. Cool. If there's cheese on the burger, I cannot have ketchup on it or mustard. But everything else, literally, I'm fine. I'm not scared of vegetables. I don't care about tomatoes or onions or lettuce or grilled onions or bacon or anything. Put anything on a burger. Put a fucking Oreo cookie in there. I don't care. Just don't put ketchup and mustard in there. I'm not picky. There's just a couple things I don't like, you know. They're not going to both. What's going to happen when we get a year where the person who's supposed to win gets eliminated by accident? I guess the closest we came was 05, right? Feel like we're due. It's like an asteroid hitting. Like, it's just, statistically, it's going to happen. At some point. Oof. All right, who's it going to be now? We're probably up to like number 17 or 18 here. This is the big show. Nope. Oh, it's Holly. Bob Holly. Bob Holly was in great shape back in these days. I mean, he was right up there with Benoit and shit with physique. Yeah, don't go for a pinfall. Like Savage did in 93. Hardcore weaponry. I know, Zane. I'm sorry, Greg. No ketchup on burgers, you tripping. No liking apple pie, you double tripping. Greg hitting Undertaker status with the cucumbers. I love pickles. You can throw pickles all over my burger. Hell yeah. Nope, Rock's still hanging in there. You know how I eat my hot dogs? I just with mustard. That's it. That's it. If I'm at like a football game and they have one of those like relish and onion stations, I'll put some of that on there. But otherwise, sometimes I'll just eat a hot dog with mustard, no ketchup. Sans ketchup. Oh, Kane. No, Kane. Who's it going to be? Oh, is it K Quick? Look at the shape K Quick's in. Look at this young fella. He's not going to be in WWE for too much longer, right? K Quick? He's got to be on his way out soon. K Quick. Too funny. K Quick. James Kraut, sauerkraut's something I'll also eat. I'm not weird. I'm not picky. Like, I'm not scared of mushrooms, Being working in the restaurants, anytime I see a kid come in, they order anything with mushrooms in it. You gotta take the mushrooms out, man. The kid ain't having it. Oof. We got a power bomb and a power slam happening simultaneously. AJ, K Quick looks like a lot like R-Truth. That's sad that AJ doesn't know. All right, I guess I'll smarten AJ Daniels up. The reason they look alike, AJ, is because R-Truth is K Quick's dad. They're dead ringers for each other, aren't they? I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't know that. I thought everybody was aware of that fact. I'm here for more educational wrestling facts whenever you need them. Oh.
Val Venus just got drilled with that spine buster. And look at Hardcore Harley having his way with The Rock, who's also got a knee fatigue. Oh, yeah. Rock's been in there a long time now, but, you know, Rock laid down a lot of smack himself talking about who all he was going to throw out left and right.
Val Venus is going to have about as short of a run as Godfather did. He's getting Kane and somebody else, and Albert has got him teetering. So we got, what, 7 guys in the ring? Rock, Bradshaw, K-Quick, Holly, Kane, Val, and Albert. WWE fan, Greg, you're killing me. That was funny. Don't make fun of AJ that he didn't know. It's not his fault. Can't expect everybody to know everything. I wasn't trying to make fun of AJ for not knowing that K-Quick is the son of R-Truth. Not everybody is as smart as me, you know? Don't fault people for that. What's up, Brad? 2025. Good to see you. Was there a Brad 2024? Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, you. It's good to see you, too, the young lad. Oh, that just brings a smile to my face. Hello. Did they ever do a Regal and Goldberg match in WWE? And if so, why not? Or if they didn't, why not? Is K-Quick still doing the stupid thing with the Road Dogg, or is that done? You gotta move some things. What are you gonna move? Things. The Rock and Bob Holly. Oh, test. Number 22. Holy shit. Oh, out goes Regal. Damn it. Damn it, Test. Oh, he's going after his TNA partner. I always liked Test. I think he's the only one in this match who's dead, right? So far? Or right now? Oh, yeah. I forgot JR used to call Albert 8 3/8. That is a big-ass head there. I remember when I was in school, I have a small head. I wore like a 6 7/8. Like 7s were too big for me for fitted hats. During the phase of my life when I was wearing fitted hats. I mean, still, the last several minutes of this match, it's only been Kane and Rock being joined by people who you know aren't going to win. So we need a name in here. Big Show's got to be coming out at some point. With his big belly shirt. Yeah, there he is. Crowd pop for that. And look how huge he was. Look at his big belly. He's got a little midriff on. Like, he went to Ohio Valley or to wherever they sent him, to lose weight. He came back bigger. Damn. Bradshaw trying his hand now. Big Show just looks so weird in that little cut-off shirt. Little belly shirt. Choke slamming everybody. Oh, now he's got Kane. Now he's got the Rock. Boom. Nut shot. Oh, yeah, I think Rock's going to eliminate him, right? Big Show lasted 1 minute. He did leave Carnage. A lot happened there in a minute and 40 seconds. Crash. Ryan Adams, 5 more from you. Regal gets hurt in February 03 and doesn't return until June of 04, so he misses all of Goldberg's run. That's hilarious. Well, that explains that. Oh, he's going to choke slam Rocky through the table. That's Crash Holly. Aims to win this thing. Oh. Rock throws equipment on himself. Kane is still fighting everybody off. Lawler's trying to unbury the Rock. There's our second dead person. Oh. Rock took that bump as perfectly as you could. Lawler's like, you buried all my notes, Rock. Oh, this is definitely going to be The Undertaker now. If all these guys are surrounding Kane and we got the countdown going, it's Undertaker. Yeah. Oh, they're putting rolling on here. They're not changing rolling. Undertaker still rides his bike to the ring. Now, there's a whole bunch of jobbers in here. They should just eliminate all of them. Oh, yeah, they're going to start tossing dudes left and right. Bradshaw out, Holly out, Bob Holly out, Albert out, and Val out, all in about 8 seconds. They're just going to stand there and wait for people, right? And they were so on and off again, you know? They wrestled at SummerSlam the previous year. Undertaker took off Kane's mask and shit, right? Now they're back in cahoots again. Oh, yeah. The look on his face. It's so perfect. He's like, I might just not care about going to WrestleMania. Oh, God. Well, make it quick. Make it quick and painless. Oh, or painless. Ugh. Oh. They're going to double choke slam him. Do they need to double choke slam him? Is he that heavy? It's not Crash Holly we're talking about here. If it was Crash, he would need 2 people. But Scotty, come on. Damn, we got a tie game going in the 4th quarter there. Thanks for the game updates. I don't even have it turned on tonight. I really don't care who wins between the Commanders and the Bucks. I forgot about The Rock out there. Oh, God, it is. So it's going to be Austin, Rock, Kane, and Undertaker. Holy crap. Oh, no, it isn't. I think I know what happens here. Yeah, here comes Triple H. That's right. They brawl, and Triple H, I think, takes out Austin, and he kind of returns. Yeah, I had momentarily forgot this happens because earlier when Austin cost Triple H, I'm like, how come Triple H doesn't come out and stop Austin? Because Austin winds up winning, but he does attempt it. Just fails. You failed your revenge cash-in, Triple H. Oh, I didn't notice that, Foxstar. Thanks. Good point. They dubbed over his Disturbed theme. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Now, Austin was my pick and my hope to win the Rumble, so this was concerning to me when it was happening. I'm like, oh, God, is this a way to... You know, to the way this looks, Austin and Triple H are going to work WrestleMania, not for the championship, just against each other. That 3 stages of hell is just going to be at WrestleMania. Then Rock can face... Or whoever wins the Rumble can face... Rock, I guess. Oh, it's the one. Now, I always heard that in the early days of the Rumble, when people would no-show, I remember Gorilla Monsoon distinctively saying that if you don't come out when it's your turn, if you don't get in the ring by the time the next entrant comes out there, then you are eliminated. And Austin never made it to the ring, so he should be technically eliminated per the rules of Gorilla Monsoon. Oh my God, he's bleeding like crazy. He's still at Mr. Ass to me, damn it. I know, Gilbert. I think part of the reason why they did that whole stupid McMahon angle at the end of Rumble 99 is so they wouldn't have him win 3 in a row. Maybe they thought that was overkill. But then he turned around and won another one here in 2001. And The Rock was the previous year's winner. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Haku. I could not believe this. I was like, holy shit, a defection. A late in the game, a late stage WCW defection. Just a couple of months before they folded. I liked seeing Haku back. I liked his new look with the hair. It was fun seeing him team with Rikishi. Undertaker's the only one that Haku would have known. Undertaker was the only one there he recognized. Other than people that he was in WCW with. That was a fun surprise. I remember being happy to see that when Haku came out. It's a damn shame. Ross is mad. Big mad. Well, Haku's one of those weird ones. He didn't have much of a singles run in WWE other than the brief King gimmick that he had. Never won tag gold with the Islanders. I always liked Haku, but he's one of those ones, you know. He can definitely put him in, but he doesn't have a super impressive resume. Guess he is former tag team champions with Andre the Giant. That's kind of a big deal, but that was short-lived too. I'm a bad man. Oh, wow. There's Austin's right there. God, he is so bloody, Austin. Jesus. And Austin's in there. Taking out Billy Gunn. I'm surprised the crowd didn't pop more for Austin getting in the ring there. Rikishi was number 30, right? Yeah. Oh, and Austin eliminates Haku. Stunning Steve and Ming had a run-in or two, right, in WCW? Probably some stud stable stuff or something, right? Something like that. Rock, Rikishi, and Haku, Bloodline 0.0. There goes The Rock. Nope, Rock's still in there. I mean, there's a lot of these guys in the ring here. All of them. Rikishi, Taker, Kane, Billy, and Billy have all been there since 90. And Austin, really, since 95. Austin came in super late, right? In 95. Oh, he's out. By Rikishi. So, yeah, everybody, I think Billy Taker's been there the longest, but Rock came in 96. He's the newest WWE star in this entire match. You got a head shrinker, you got a fucking smoking gun in there. You got a dentist. You got a ringmaster. Ooh, Rock's about to eat the bonsai drop. Oh. And out goes Rikishi. Eliminated. Oh my God, they're driving Undertaker's bike away. Undertaker drove his bike away? Are you serious? He got eliminated and then just got on his bike and drove it away? That is too funny. You can still hear it back there. If I was Undertaker, I'd go to the back myself and have somebody come out and get my bike. And there goes Billy Gunn. It's a 3-for-all. Rock just told Kane to roll out of the way so him and Austin can have the stare down moment. Did you see that? I think Rock went like, roll over to the corner so they can have this camera moment. Hi, Steve. Hi, Rock. And this is our Mania match preview. God, you can see that gig right in the center of Austin's forehead there. Jeez, he's bleeding. God, he cut a chunk out of himself. Rock and Austin mixing it up for the first time in a while. Well, I guess maybe at that last pay-per-view they did a little bit. Austin always has his shoelaces untied. Rock, he was selling it good by the time we got to 2001. Austin, I worry you're going to lose your shoe. To his press. God, he's just battering Kane's face. Oh, rock bottom. God, I love how like just gritty and dirty Austin is from the brawl earlier. Like he's just got blood stains, dirt, shit, crap all over him. Yeah, Austin's boot being untied is part of the what I remember about this match, just how hard it looked like he fought. Oh, Kane through the ropes. Oh my God.
And Rock just raked Austin's eyes and bought himself some time. What a reprieve there. I've been waiting for years to see this, JR. The Rock and the Rattlesnake.
Oh my God, neither one of these guys. This feels like a disaster. Oh, here, Rock's gonna go over. And Rock goes out. And it's Austin and Kane. What a final two. I mean, that untied boot is just a trip. He's literally just fighting for his life. I mean, I know a chair gets in there at some point, so I guess Kane maybe goes out and gets it. And Austin covered in dried blood. Another low blow. Oh! God, Kane almost landed right on Austin. Jesus.
Austin with an XFL-like punt right below the belt line and bought himself some time. And by God, how much more can a human anatomy take from either of the
Okay, Kane's gonna go get a chair.
You can do it, Taylor. He's still in. He's just standing on the floor. Come on, Kane.
Austin is one of the worst chokeslam takers. He is, Marcus. He really is. That is a true statement. Austin didn't take chair shots very well either. He had that bad neck. You gotta go easy on him. This has a much better finish than the 92 Rumble. Flair kind of botched, tossing out Sid at the end. Kind of lost. Ooh, big stunner. Lost his grip on him and had to then lift him over the top, which didn't look good, but this is just so much better. Austin with that just broken boot, laces, blood all over him. Already got beat up by Triple H, covered in crap, and he's pulling himself up with a weapon, and he's just going to fire blast Kane in the face. So good. 1, 2 chair shots. 3. Oh, and I love the way, just that whole image like that. Him almost going over, falling back in the ring. Just the pain and the war he's been etched on his face. Crowd loves it. This is a great Rumble. Super fun, always something to look at. Didn't have any boring spots. Well laid out. This is my favorite Rumble finish ever, is this right here. The way he comes in and just even like this is the little things. The way he like almost totters over and then the way he just kind of falls back into the ring. Like that right there, that image of him just falling back into the ring is just perfect. Like it was executed so perfectly. If it would have been like a lame clothesline or something where Austin didn't really go over or it didn't look very good or Kane bumped funny, you know, that whole just the 3 chair shots and just the image, the visual of Austin with his laces out, blood all over him, clotheslining Kane over, almost going over himself and then falling back in the ring, celebrating just with the pain on his face. Good stuff. He gigged the shit out of his forehead, though, there. And I forgot how Angle and Rock's match gets set up, but that will be the No Way Out match. $2 more from WWE fan Greg. What Rumble match should I watch next? Should you watch next? Have you seen 92? Give 92 a look. That one's fun. I also liked, there's a bunch. 92 is good. 93 isn't half bad. A couple of the early ones are good. 2004 sticks out. 2002 is great. 2007 is not bad, I don't think. Any of those will work. Any of those will work. Hell yeah. But anyway, thank you again, guys, for being here. I think I'm officially under the weather. I think I have COVID, which sucks. But unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, which means I'm not going to be here to watch Raw. If for any reason I test myself and I've got COVID and I don't go to work tomorrow and I don't feel too shitty, maybe you might see me. I might have to play that one by ear. But unfortunately, I got booked for kind of an important night tomorrow that I need to make sure I'm there for. So I'm going to play that by ear. So likely it's going to remain no Raw watch along tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. I promise 1 week from tomorrow, we will be back for our Raw watch alongs, and they should stay mostly consistent from here on out doing those. We just had a little weird things at work where I'm just needed there on some random days sometimes. So I apologize for that. Fox Star Killer, thanks for the 5. Rock won a number 1 contender match with Big Show on SmackDown. Got it. Okay, so that's how that happened. Right on. Thanks for the info there. Yeah, AJ 2007 is a good one. We might look at a TNA pay-per-view next week, or we might do that one the week after. I'm going to kind of set up the schedule of what we're going to do here in the next couple of weekends for the watch-alongs and whatnot, so just make sure you stay tuned for that. And I should be up here this week with other content. I've got some shorts in the can. I got the day off on Wednesday. I might be up here to do something on that day. Just depends. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you haven't hit that like button on your way out the door, if you don't mind doing that, I would definitely appreciate it. And thank you so much for a really fun watch along tonight. I'm glad we got this done. Royal Rumble 2001, even watching it under the weather a little bit was still super fun. What a great show. And another Sunday in the books. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much for being here. And I will be catching you hopefully no longer than just a couple of days at the most, but always keep an eye out for content. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.